right, tracking Hurricane Idalia. Breaking news right now. As you can see, it has made landfall. It is now impacting the central part of Florida and parts of Georgia. Joining us is Byron Donalds, Florida Congressman, member of the House Oversight Committee. Congressman, always great to see you. Thanks for joining us today as we watch this powerful storm in the state.
Well, look, it's good to be with you, and my heart and my prayers go out to the people in the Big Bend area of Florida, southern Georgia. They're taking the brunt of the storm right now. And so I know what that's like, having gone through Hurricane Ian in my district in Southwest Florida. So, just want to make sure everybody stays safe and they follow all the advisories that are coming through.
Yeah, and as of last check, the advisories were, if you didn't evacuate and you are in, stay inside. There's a lot of down power lines. You mentioned Ian, sir, and obviously, Floridians sadly are no strangers to hurricanes, living here and preparing. We did see Governor DeSantis talking about some of the efforts on the ground there, skipping the campaign trail, obviously, to come back home. And some say this is sort of his area of, where he shines, where he had some trouble connecting with voters out on the campaign trail. This may actually be somewhat helpful.
Well, look, I give the governor full credit. When the Hurricane Ian came through last year, the work he's doing with Idalia, this is what he does. And, he does a very good job doing that. So I give him full credit. The campaign trail isn't going anywhere. It'll be there when this storm passes. But recovery efforts are going to take some time, especially when power lines go down. There's flooding in certain areas. And so it's going to be the initial assessments, first 24, 48 hours after the storm goes through. That's when you're going to really get an understanding of how much work needs to be done.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, Congressman, it's not just Florida. Now we're looking at the storm and the track there. It's over Georgia, South Carolina. What do you make of FEMA? We just heard from Deanne Criswell saying that she will be flying to Florida, and also that President Biden will now be giving a statement on Idalia in about 20 minutes or so. It seems like the response here is much different initially to what was happening when we saw wildfires in Maui and that disaster.
Well, first of all, I'll tell you that, having dealt with FEMA directly, I'm just not really been impressed, to be honest with you. It's way too bureaucratic. There's too many checks that have to happen. What FEMA needs to do is make sure there's somebody on the ground who can make decisions in real time with the state directors of emergency management in Florida, Kevin Guthrie, and also whoever that person is in Georgia. Statements are cool. That's nice. But when these storms go through, people need immediate answers. They need it in real time. Local governments need it, state governments need it, and citizens need it. And so I think that some of the disaster recovery pieces of FEMA that also extend into other agencies like HUD and like SBA, there need to be some reforms there. And I think the reason why they're moving this fast is because how they responded to the wildfires in Maui was just unacceptable by every measure.
Yeah, clearly it does seem like a little bit of political posturing here. Congressman Byron Donalds, always good to see you. Come back real soon so we can talk about the GOP's investigations into the Biden family business that are heating up.
All right, anytime. Thank you.
Thank you, and appreciate your time here. Obviously, Florida right now dealing with a huge cleanup.